No, there's something ran in the corridor. What on earth was that? Okay, you summoned him. Well done. He's fully changed and helping them like that. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to Rebels Season 3, Episodes 9 and 10. Now, I cannot wait to get into these next two episodes because the last two were just so interesting in this character cycle that we're doing. Because we are back into small episodes focusing on individual characters and their stories, building up to like the mini event or the final stuff and like this. And the last two, we got a second Sabine episode for the season. Amazing, where she got to do a bunch of Mandalorian stuff and she actually got a jetpack, which I was so happy with. But of course, they took it away right at the end. And then we got an episode that was basically, in my understanding, a Thrawn episode. We basically got to see how he works. Yes, it did characterize more Sato and give him a bit more going on rather than just the commander of the rebellion. But we saw him basically use a underling, someone beneath him, to set up this mission, do it, make it look convincing to the Empire that he's trying, and also make it look convincing to the rebels that they're winning. He's giving them victories and building them up so that when he does finally do something, they will be exactly where he wants them. And then the defeat that they will feel will be absolutely crushing. I'm so scared as we get further into the season to see what he actually ends up doing, because it's like the anticipation. We've had him, I think, in 3 episodes now. He was at the start of the season building up stuff. He was in Hera's episode, and then he was in this one. I think that's where we've seen him. But it's terrifying that we're now like near halfway through the season and he hasn't really done anything yet. It's my anticipation to see what he will do is what's scaring me. He's taking so much time in his planning, in building up the heroes. It honestly makes me feel like when he does strike, I feel like he's going to win. He's going to do something big, and then the defeat after that will be somehow more crushing than Season 2's final. I mean, the only thing I want now is just for the crew to realise that he's after them or he's watching them and doing stuff. Because they don't even know. They ran into him on Ryloth, thought they won, and they didn't think anything else of it. He's watching them and they have no clue whatsoever. I need them to start realise that he's learning from them, and just because they are just walking into a trap, basically. They're doing all this stuff, they think they're winning, they're feeling all positive, yet Thrawn is just watching them like rats in a maze. It's just, no, it's not making me feel right. But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like, subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction, and we can advance. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's just dive on in.
Now everybody just try to keep an open mind about this, okay?
Is there something you're not telling us?
What's he doing? They're obviously not going to like it.
My friends, my friends!
Yay, back again. So what did he... I've been keeping told that he doesn't come back a lot, but yeah, he just keeps showing up. I love him.
You are too gracious.
I agree. Especially since the last time we saw you, you abandoned us on that doomed Imperial station.
Yep, he ditched you, but Ezra, okay, this is just Ezra's kind little heart, isn't it? He just wants to always trust Hondo, maybe just fond of him.
Just wait until you see what my new partner and I have cooked up.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Remember, guys, okay? Open mind.
What are you doing?
Recruited these 2-bit smugglers yet? We need to get moving!
As Morgan?
Wait, oh dear, no, open mind, no, you just need no mind, no.
I know that the two of you have had your past conflagrations.
So have you, he tried to kill you.
With what we have to offer, the profit for your rebellion will be great indeed.
This is going to be so chaotic, this is going to be absolutely nuts. Hondo and Asmagorian. Oh no, this is going to go so badly as well.
I don't care what you have to offer, I'm not allowing that on my ship.
I remember now. The feisty one. She hit me with a tree.
Throw him at the airlock.
This sack of bantha fodder tried to buy me from that Slimo Calrissian and make me his servant.
Yep, come on Ezra, you can't expect this to work.
Technically, I still own you.
There's no way this is working.
Now don't be blind to this amazing business opportunity. Oh, sorry.
At least he apologized.
I knew that you would see things my way. Oh, sorry again.
Hondo.
All the weapons you can carry, unguarded, and simply yours for the taking.
That sounds way too good to be true. Get to the details. What's happening there?
According to our mutual friend Ezra here, you've been trying to acquire them for quite some time.
Still too good to be true. Ezra, what is going on? So you've got weapons, and apparently they're just weapons right for the taking?
As I happened to pass it on my travels, detected an Imperial freighter adrift in the upper atmosphere.
Imperial.
It's jettisoned, completely abandoned.
Bait, it's trap.
I have the manifest right here. This hold is loaded with a large supply of proton bomb.
Perfect bait, huh?
So what's in it for you two?
Well, there is also some cargo you would not be interested in. There
Great,
is
what is it?
precious metals, rare artifacts.
Money. It's just, yeah, the money is fine. At least they know that you won't have to worry about them trying to maybe betray them, because at least they won't want the weapons. They can still sell them though.
What do you need us for? Why not use your own crew?
No, trust me, that is a long, boring story. No.
No, there's gonna be okay. It's not gonna be empty. There's gonna be people there, and you just need people to cover you while you get away with the stuff.
We have something in our favor that the Empire does not, for we are desperate.
That's just a little smile. That's great.
Then we have a deal? I think we have a deal. We have a deal.
Alright, okay, just deciding for them. Great.
I was serving on a Class 4 container transport when Chopper found me.
Is it the same one? It's the triangle thing. Is it the same thing that Chopper jettisoned? Is it just around this planet now?
Sorry, pal. I got this one.
Okay, good.
No, I found this job. This should be my mission.
No.
Oh, I do. Just not when Hondo's around.
Thank you. Good, good, good.
And that's why we're doing this. With Zeb in charge.
Yeah, to keep an eye on me.
Ezra. Okay, no. So still going a bit.
But Ezra's got to learn for himself Hondo's not the friend he appears to be.
Oh, we're doing this. Oh no, is this gonna put Hondo in a really bad light? I don't want that. I love Hondo. Okay, no, this isn't the thing that Chopper got rid of because this triangle's still there. Chopper stole the triangle thing. He left all the other crew in the ship and they all died.
Estimating chance of mission success at 38.5%.
Oh dear, you're so not positive.
This is your plan!
I have factored that in. Without me, your chances are almost zero.
Oh.
Sinking fast. Once it's pulled under, it'll be ripped apart. So make sure you're not on it.
Don't worry, we'll be in and out.
How bad is this gonna go? The whole point of this is for Ezra to learn to not trust Hondo. I don't like that. I like them friends, but again, it's Hondo.
Stop! Wait for me, huh?
You're going?
This is dangerous work, my frail friend. Perhaps you with your lovely singing voice should stay here.
Singing voice.
Me stuck here while you claim the best treasure. Hey.
Okay, so at least he's going into danger just to get his money. He's not like one of those villains that would just let other people do his work for him. He does care more about money than his own life.
All right, boys, good luck. I'll be here waiting for the cargo.
This is gonna go so badly. I don't want Hondo to be. It's the reality of Hondo. I love him, but I guess Ezra does have to learn not to trust him so much. And it is a bad thing that Ezra trusts him so much.
All clear! Come on!
Where'd the crew go? The escape pods are gone. I still don't think it's abandoned.
You need to restore power to the cargo hold.
And it
Chopper,
makes sense.
Get to the
The
bridge
crew.
and see what you can do.
No, there's something ran in the corridor. What on earth was that?
Are you sure splitting up is a good idea?
It's a good order. This way. Come on.
Something ran through here. It's dark and creepy. Oh, it's the pig guys. Okay. They might be good. They were abandoned by the I'm guessing they would have been abandoned by the Empire. On the other place, they were prisoners and they were forced to work.
Wait a second.
I mean, Hondo could speak their language. It should be fine. But then how does this work with Ezra?
I am attacked. What is that?
Wow, really not that lethal.
Wait a minute. Isn't this one of the guys from your crew?
Oh, it's the same ones?
Hello, Melch. Well, like I said, it's a long, boring story. We should get moving.
What did you do?
Imperial freighter with a fat cargo and no escort. So it sounded like an easy score.
Okay, where's this going?
We do it all the time.
Really?
Making excuses, Ezra.
If you'd only seen it, it was glorious.
Yeah, okay. Just skip to the part where it all went wrong.
Yeah, that's the important bit.
Of course, my brave little Ugnaughts. Look at him. He insisted on trying to board.
Not impressed.
Left you to die? I would never abandon any of my crew.
Seems about right.
Like family. Short, fragrant family.
Ezra, what's he thinking about this? What's he thinking? Is he like seeing the bad sides of Hondo at the minute, that he's very selfish?
You're welcome.
Okay, now back to being friends.
After you'd lost your entire crew trying it yourself, you lied to us. What a surprise.
And he'll probably abandon you again.
Lie? He just didn't tell us the whole truth.
Ezra, stop making... Okay, yeah, this is really bad. Ezra needs to stop making excuses for Hondo. This could be... I'm getting more on board with the idea of him no longer liking Hondo.
Cargo hold, now. I can pull your limbs off later.
He's kidding. He's kidding, right?
No.
Zeb, status update.
We're at the hangar door now.
Okay, is there anything else here then? So the moving stuff was just the pig dude. What else is here? Is it just the night, like the disaster outside that's the bad thing?
No, wait!
This seems bad. What's just happened? You got power and there's just stabbing it.
Hey!
Ah.
Morgan, my friend. Pinch me.
So here's the cargo, yep, and Ezra's kind of destroyed the store, which I think was an airlock when Chopper used it last time.
My treasure is over there.
Alright, let's get started. We don't have much time.
Yes, please, hurry.
Through, huh?
I'll believe it when we're all safely back on the Ghost.
Yep, okay, some bad stuff's gonna go down. It's the storm, isn't it?
What's gonna go wrong now?
He said it, he's jinxed it, something's gonna happen. Oh, what on earth? That's what a droid? Some kind of droid?
What kind of a criminal are you? Both of you, shut up!
I'm not arguing with this washed-up tuba.
Why don't just stay separate and just grab what you can?
Hold on. It's about to get windy.
What else is here? What else is here? Okay, at least you don't have to go back through the ship. You can just do stuff here.
Well, it's about
Already is only,
time.
that's only one of the things, isn't it? If only you could salvage this entire ship. Okay, I feel like this is gonna get worse. Now you're attaching the Ghost to a very much dead ship.
Cable secure.
Yeah, everything's going down. This is gonna get so much worse. Hopefully those lines can be cut rather quickly.
John bombs coming out. Better watch yourself, if they get knocked about too much.
I'll be careful.
And it's very windy. Oh no. It'll be fine. I don't see the Ghost getting destroyed, although Bad Batch did destroy the Marauder. If they destroy the Ghost, that would be awful.
One down.
Ezra, hook me up another one. Ezra,
What's he doing? Where's he gone?
what are you doing?
No,
Helping
don't!
Hondo.
Unattach that treasure and start sending bombs.
Listen to Zeb. Okay, this is...
Wait a minute. Our ship, my operation.
Yes, please. Okay, he's not even listening to Zeb now.
We're all supposed to be a team.
Yes, so follow Zeb's orders.
Says Morgan. He's been gone a while.
Not our problem.
No, that's bad. Okay, as Morgan's either doing something or he's been captured by the robot.
Oh, he's fine. Don't worry.
All right.
What'd you do to him? Did Hondo do something to him?
That's Morrigan. This is Zeb. Come in.
I got.
The music's getting more intense. Lots happening. I'm scared.
Remember, bombs first.
And you just remember, we're on the clock here, Captain. The sooner we finish with this, the sooner we're out of here.
Oh, please listen to Zeb. Just let him do his thing. His mission.
It's Morrigan.
What kind of droid is it? Is that more? Oh dear. Zeb? No, no. Oh, great. Is that... Oh, what was his name? You had the guy that was the annoying one that Kanan had to deal with when they needed stuff on Lothal. He had those droids. Hondo took over the ship. Cannot remember his name. But he had those. Are those what these things are? Oh no, we're going down. Time's up.
Hera, drop sauce to stabilizers. This ship's gonna go down fast now.
Already was.
Well, find them. We're running out of time here.
Hondo,
Yeah.
come on, I need your help.
Kind of busy right now.
He's not going to help you. He's just finally going to let...
And as Morgan, your friend,
Obviously not. Look how he deals with his other friends.
it also means more treasure for you if he doesn't make it back, right?
Well,
Realizing?
you'll never disappoint me, Ezra.
Yeah, wish I could say the same.
Finally. Okay, so he's getting... It'll be a better relationship when he realizes Hondo's true colors.
Ezra, you there?
Zed, where are you? I'm patching in Hera.
Looks like we're in the brig.
Where is the brig, though? Tell me that's near, like, the top of the ship, away from where it's being ripped apart.
Overlooked what?
The sentry droids the Empire utilizes on its cargo ships.
They have those? How come AP5 and Chopper didn't have to deal with that in their episode?
Consequences could be problematic.
Could have told us before.
Great, so no, so the Empire do have, like, these awful-looking things.
So where's the brig?
I mean, if you find the robot, it'll take you to it, right? Yep, it's just Chopper.
Chopper!
He wouldn't know, right? He looked at the whole ship stuff.
Zeb and his Morgan are...
Yep, follow Chopper.
Well.
Don't gloat. Just get him out quickly because the robot's probably going to be here soon.
Right, let's get off this ship. Careful. That sentry droid's still around somewhere.
Where is it? Is it dealing with Hondo right now? Has it gone to there? It's walking. What's it doing? That sounds like it's doing a lot. This isn't the thing that the other guy had. Nope, that thing looks so much worse. How's Morgan? Don't you dare. He's an idiot. Okay, it's gonna go bad. Oh, just get on with it. What are you gonna do? Okay, his shot is terrible. Did he get it?
I told you to let it pass.
It looked right at me.
This isn't gonna be good, is it?
I'm a hero.
Salvage team, what happened?
Give me that.
It's a sentry. You killed the sentry.
I advised you not to engage. If one sentry comes under attack, the others will be activated.
Great. How many of them are there? How many? 3. Okay, not as bad as I thought. And it isn't dead. Okay, that's 4.
Problematic.
Leg it. Leg it back now and just leave. This thing's going down so fast.
I need you off that ship in a big hurry.
Okay, at least they made it back quickly. Now just, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Seal the door!
That, no.
Well, I didn't know.
You should've just listened to Zeb.
Come on, we've got to go now.
Not without my treasure.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna force him to come with you? You're gonna save him or just let him die? Dear, okay, these droids are terrifying. Imagine if the Separatists had these instead of like the battle droids.
I loaded it.
Nothing more is gonna get winched up. You do not have time. Unless you do that,
It'll
okay.
be all right. Cover me.
One down, I guess.
Where is my Do not tell me that I lost. Aha!
Hondo.
Oh no, he must have fallen to his doom. Well, I shall spend the share wisely.
Oh, Ezra, realize now, please.
I will get there first.
Where's Melch? Where's the pig? Where'd he go? He's definitely not. He didn't fall to his death. He's probably still there looking for stuff, isn't he? I kind of hope Hondo's treasure just gets lost and just falls, or maybe the ghost can keep it. Hondo don't deserve
Every
it.
man for themselves. You're a droid.
Chopper!
We run out of fuel.
And oh dear, he's gone.
Sending it.
Come on, Ezra.
Don't worry about me. I'll catch up.
What about Melch? What about the pig? Where'd he go? I don't think he's still on there, isn't he? Hondo. Oh, what did Hondo do? Does the pig have to die for Ezra to realize what Hondo's like? Oh, they're aiming for that. And falling. Now what? Now what? Now what? Okay.
What's happening?
Oh, it's okay. Zeb's got him.
They can't winch them up from that end, can they? Now what? Now what? Oh, you still have to fight! This thing is going down. All you have to do is cut the other line and then just move the ship up. Okay, okay. You're still attached.
Not yet!
I'll get them on board.
Detach the other line! Detach the other line, please. It's so simple. Detach the other line. I'm surprised it isn't ripping the ghost apart. How is the thingy not, like, fallen off, like, been detached yet?
Okay, we got him. Cut the line.
You could have cut the line anyway. Okay. Everyone's good, but the pig's still gone. The pig's dead.
Pretty nice haul.
Good job, you two.
Way to go, Zeb.
Okay, so at least Ezra's respecting Zeb more now. Good.
What is in here is all. What is all my?
Ah! Okay, he lives!
Guess he didn't trust Hondo not to leave him behind again.
Oh, he lived. Amazing. And Hondo gets nothing.
Is better. Yes, because friendship is the greatest treasure.
Oh, he did not sound convinced at all.
See, he's always laughing.
So deserved.
I look forward to you gentlemen continuing this conversation on your own ship.
Make sure they don't steal any of their proton stuff either.
I get 50% of him.
What? I kind of feel bad for Melch.
Yeah, no, maybe Melch can stay. Okay, that was a fun episode. Okay, so we still are going down the whole Ezra journey where he is still in darker spots and he needs to be brought out of it, and Hondo is a big thing for that. He trusts Hondo implicitly just because he likes him, and he refuses to see Hondo's true nature. That has been going on for far too long, and they finally dealt with it. It got to the point where he was actually siding with Hondo over Zeb and like almost kind of trying to ignore Zeb's orders and being angry that Zeb was in charge. because it went against what Hondo wanted. He knew that Zeb would put the mission first rather than whatever Hondo wanted out of it. And I do really like how they did it. It doesn't diminish Hondo. It's more like clear, because with me when it comes to Hondo, I love the guy. He's hilarious, but I have to remember that he's not a good person. He is always looking out for himself and he's oriented by money. That is all that is to him. He says whatever he can to get himself out of situations. He'll say nice things just so people can like him, because that's how he can get more out of them. And of course, Ezra, who's been alone for a long time, finally found the Ghost Crew. Obviously, he's going to be drawn to someone like this because it kind of is a pathway that he could have gone down if he never found the Ghost. Because we dealt with him not being like Hondo a while ago, and now we're dealing with him learning not to trust him and not think of him so well. Because trust was never a big thing for Ezra. He never had to sort of... He was always... I guess... Was he always pretty good at not, like, just immediately trusting people? He was always trusted Hondo because their first interaction where they did work together. And then Hondo showed up at the Ghost. But even then, in all of their interactions, it's surprisingly he does trust him so much. Because basically every time that he's been here, he's abandoned Ezra. Yeah, Ezra just has not learned. This is basically the same sort of scenario. Even at the start of the season, Hondo abandoned them. And Ezra still, for some reason, is so fine with it. I guess now that he's better and out of the dark side more, this could be a closer look at just he might see clearly for who Hondo is, rather, or maybe the dark side was clouding it. Does strike me as odd though that it's taken so long for Ezra to learn who Hondo truly is, and considering he's basically acted and the ending is the exact same as every single Hondo encounter we've had. I also really like how it was Hera that was the one to point out this sort of flaw for Ezra. I think. Well, it was both her and Kanan doing it. But they were talking about it. Yeah, because it's both of them involved. Kanan, of course, is the master, but Hera also worries for Ezra. And in these types of missions, which she is in charge of, it's not Jedi training, it is rebellion missions. She has to teach him not to trust everyone, especially people like Hondo, who would sell him out very easily. I do also think it was fun seeing Asmogorian again. It's because that is like the clear defining thing there for this episode. You have Hondo and Asmogorian. Their last interaction was them trying to kill each other. That was basically it. That was one where Chopper came in with guns and just went nuts. And yet here, somehow they're best friends. That should have immediately sent red flags to Ezra, saying that, okay, these two tried to kill each other, but for some reason now they're just fine. It shows how money-oriented both of them are, that their morality can be skewed so drastically. And that is immediately something you cannot trust. So that really went to show how blinded Ezra was just for his likeness of, for just how much he liked Hondo. It's been a clear issue for so long, because he has implicitly trusted Hondo, even with how many times Hondo has betrayed them. And now finally it seems he has accepted it. So hopefully they can still use Hondo, they can still get, because yeah, they still got proton stuff out of him. They were still able to benefit from working with him. And they can probably benefit more when they know that they can't trust him. I just imagine in the season premiere, if they hadn't trusted him and they hadn't left him alone with the ship, they could have gotten out with the ship as well. And Hondo would have been fine, he just wouldn't have been able to just think for himself. Then I think it's also really interesting to see the dynamic between Zeb and Ezra in this episode. They keep going back, they're definitely best of friends, easily they're brothers, but when it comes to missions, you have Ezra currently, who's still kind of in the dark side of it. He's definitely not free from it. He's not fully in the light. He's lighter than he was, but he still has those sort of dark impulses that he's gotten from being like learning from the holocron for 6 months to a year. That's not going away very easily, and you can see it with how he's treating Zeb here. Zeb was given the leadership of the mission, and Ezra did not like it just because he is closest to Hondo. He's not happy still being out of control, or he wants to be in the controlling position. Same thing happened with Sabine in her episode, where he was not happy with her going off on her own to do her mission. He is not happy when Zeb is the one in command and leading the mission. That's happened twice now, and I don't think it's been fully resolved in this, so I'll be happy to see another one when we get to see him not be in the position of authority, and he has to respect someone else's leadership rather than his own. Because it's a big thing to overcome, just putting, I guess, because it's putting his life in someone else's hands and trusting them. So that is a big thing for him to just try and do. And I hope we do get more of it. Because his struggle with the light and the dark is one of the best things about his character at the minute. It's so cool to see such an incredible Jedi that we have go on such a similar journey to Anakin, yet have a more positive outlook, I guess. Not outlook, but maybe a more positive future. Anakin's future was set in stone. You knew Darth Vader was a thing. There was no saving him. Ezra, he could go either way at the minute. And I just think this is an incredible journey to follow. And I love how they're doing his sort of dark and light tendencies. There's so much detail in all of it, and it makes me so hopeful for the Jedi he could become, but also so scared for the kind of bad guy he could become as well. So that was episode 9. Interesting to see what will happen next now. Because again, we are in the character focus cycle. Ezra's had one, Hera's had one, Sabine's had 2. Kanan's had his stuff, I think. And Rex, yeah, that was in the Clone Wars. Yes, Kanan was his at the start. His was episode 3. Zeb is the only... I mean, maybe this one can be for Zeb as well, being the leadership position, but it wasn't really his focus. It was definitely more Ezra. So it's interesting that Zeb's sort of been left behind a little bit here. Maybe he'll get the next one. Or it goes straight into the mid-season event. Not quite sure yet. But I hope Zeb continues to get more to do, because it does feel like his story's kind of done. People has been saved. He's no longer the last of his people. And his callous thing, that's sort of sorted. So what is there left for him to do? But yeah, on to the next episode. This looks so horrifying. I mean, the imagery's done very well. The red and black flags obviously remind you of something.
Ryder said it was bad, but this is worse than bad.
Are you on the phone?
I can't stand singing like this.
So let's do something about it.
If only Ryder would hurry up and get here.
Okay, this is a jump. You're back to Lothal, and you're actually going to decide to try and do something here. And it is...
There he is. And
Oh,
he's been
dear.
spotted.
Things have gone a lot worse by the shot of that giant thing in the city.
Get on!
Okay, off you go. And, yeah, everyone's safe. Kind of. What did you do? What's the mission here? Were you scouting? Oh! Headshot. Ooh, this is going to be cool. What, you going to go for both legs? Oh, nice!
It's good to have you back on Lothal.
So has he just been here the entire time? Has he just been working on Lothal trying to free it or do something here? That's interesting. So he's just talked about them being back on Lothal. So he's obviously been here for a while just doing whatever he's doing.
Don't need to outrun him, just have to get him up to 190.
Does this thing go up to 190?
What's 190 mean?
Think fast thoughts.
What's the plan here? You're on a straight road and they can just shoot at you.
I'm thinking fast thoughts. Nothing's happening.
Keep watching.
What? Why can't you share your plan, huh? Why can't you just make me feel happier? Oh? Okay, cool. You just made it self-combust.
Those bikes are from the Imperial factory. I have people on the inside who build them to break.
Amazing. You've sabotaged their stuff. Oh yes, they have a factory now, and that is what they want. Oh, it's the TIE Fighter thing. They wanted a TIE Fighter factory set up, so they're building obviously more than just TIE Fighters now. But that is great. So that is what's going on the Thor. And there's more. So he's been recruiting so many people then.
That Ezra Bridger?
Is that the farmer that you helped in the one episode?
I hardly recognize you. You're so tall. Oh, and you cut your hair.
Still not used to it.
You know, it's thanks to you I got a chance to make a difference against the Empire.
Is that the bartender as well?
Phoenix Squadron is enlisting help from another rebel cell to take out the Imperial factory here on Lothal.
No, rebel cells uniting. No.
Our contact Fulcrum said the Empire is building a new type of weapon. If we knew what it was, the other cells might agree to attack sooner than later.
Other cells? More? No. Thorn's in this. Thorn's so in this episode. No, they've talked about it too much. They're summoning him. Cells. No.
You have any manufacturing experience?
Not really.
No.
Then you'll fit right in.
Oh, okay. Fun. Oh, there's so many Star Destroyers. That's such a horrifying sight. And so is that. Yeah, this is where they build everything. So they're just, yeah. Yep, TIE Fighters and Walkers all in one. They look like prison uniforms. Wow. I'm just wearing gas masks. I don't want to see any, because Zebo, I don't want to see any of those implant things in anyone's heads.
Agent Callis, make
No.
sure the workers are all present and accounted for.
Yes, Governor Price.
They're wearing masks. They're wearing masks.
Must be the one Sabine told us about.
Look sharp.
Would he recognize them? And if he did, what would he do? I command. Blue. Yep. Okay, you summoned him. Well done.
My visit is not an honor, however, but an investigation.
Have you already... What's he...
Assembled in this factory malfunction at a rate far higher than that of others.
Okay, he spotted that. Great.
It has cost your Empire troops and missions. This will not be tolerated.
Does he suspect it's... he's definitely suspecting it's rebel activity, doesn't he? No way he doesn't.
Worker 5473, you were pressed into the Empire's service.
Would he recognize Ezra? Did he see Ezra's face? I think he did. Yeah, he saw Ezra's face. Of course he would recognize Ezra. He has sheets on them.
It's the last bike you personally inspected and assembled. Demonstrate for me how quickly it can achieve full speed.
Oh, you're being sent to death.
We don't have all day.
Oh no, he's been sent to death. Okay, power play.
Back in line.
Yep, Thrawn has obviously seen that is Ezra and probably Kanan because he knows them. He knows who they are. They just don't really know who he is. He's using this as an example. Oh, he's gonna die. Don't die, please, don't die.
Gonna have to shut it down.
No, the demonstration is not yet over.
Are you really gonna kill him? I thought you were kind of nicer than that.
I can't stop it.
Jump off of it! And he's dead. Oh, super dead. Callous too. And of course, okay, a lot of facial reactions there.
Know this. Whatever you build here, you will test personally.
That's a good way to deal with it. Stay back, Ezra.
See to it that no one leaves or enters the facility.
Look at the shot setup. Callous all the way in the back, not with these lot. Is that telling me something? He's not with them.
Ryder, get word to Hera. We're trapped inside and need help.
They've already jammed the comms.
No, you've got Chopper. He'll be fine. He'll be good. He can do something. Does Thorn know about Chopper yet? I don't know. Is Chopper still be a wild card?
Present your identification card for examination.
What's the plan here? What is Thorn's plan? He wants the cells to show up probably first. He set an example. What is he trying to make them do? He's got them in a box and he's like, I guess, making the box shrink and he's closing them in. What is he?
Look out!
Okay, what is he trying to do?
Report to maintenance.
Oh, okay, fun. Yeah, okay, so Chopper still has believability.
Not dressed like this. The workers are on lockdown, remember?
They're gonna run in. Oh, yep. Yeah, excellent. Punch him out. What about Thorn? I'm scared. This is only the start of the episode. It's gonna get so much worse.
I don't think the rebels have infiltrated Section A2 as well. The secrecy of that project is
Or
imperative.
is that what your plan is?
One attempting to enter the area without my personal code to be terminated on sight.
Okay, yep, lovely. Lots of death.
I can question the workers, but I won't know if they're lying without more information about this new project.
You're trying to get info.
Difficult to see how one small ship will change much.
He's probing too much. He's probing too much. Happy and sad.
For example, take this walker. Is this your work?
Yes, sir. I oversaw its construction.
What does that mean?
Have the walker step forward.
Are you gonna kill someone else? Oh no, that's bad. And let me guess, executed?
No, it wasn't that one. It was the one next to it.
Oh no, you poor fool.
The new Imperial in charge is pretty thorough. Didn't catch his name, but I hear he has red eyes.
Come on.
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Okay, they're starting to realize it. Good, please.
It's the weakest point, so this Thrawn might expect it. But at least it'll keep his eyes off the factory for a bit.
No, it won't. No, he's planning. Wait, I can't let... Whatever they're planning, Thrawn knows about it. That's what my understanding is. There is no hope here. I mean, they're only here because Thrawn's allowing it, right? He knows exactly what they're up to.
Code checks out.
They need that code. They need that. Otherwise, if they get in, they get terminated.
Then all he has to do is find the design database and download everything.
Now we just need one of those droids.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Is that too perfect?
This is a restricted area. I need to see your clearance code.
That's too perfect. It's too perfect, isn't it? Fried, great. Don't like that. No, it's too perfect. Thorn sent it, didn't he?
Here you go.
That's gonna be it. No, the clearance code is probably a fake. It's gonna lead. I don't know. I don't trust anything.
Clearance code.
He's letting him. No, Thorn's letting them do this. Thorn is so letting them do this. I don't feel like this. Wait. Was that Sabine's artwork? He has it?
Sir.
Lieutenant.
He just has pictures of them everywhere.
Agent Cullis.
It's the mark of the Phoenix Squadron.
There
A
we
creature
go.
of flight, rising in flames.
I'm so concerned for Callus. I want him to change, but if he does and he starts snooping too much, they would know.
But to this world specifically, these rebels have an attachment to this place and will always return.
And he's figured that out.
They'll have new disguises by now. They'll hide as technicians or troopers.
Already figured that out.
So you think the rebels are more than just saboteurs?
He didn't allow it, but he's now adapting to it.
These rebels are after information likely heading to Section A2. Secure it.
Okay, yeah, he knows exactly where they're going. He's just adapting to what they're doing.
We're on guard duty, sir.
And what exactly are you guarding?
Yeah. There's nothing here.
What's your operating number?
He's got it. Let's go.
Wait.
Where can you go?
A2.
I told you we were in the wrong section.
Play dumb? Could that work?
Come on.
No, not working, not working. It's suspicious.
It's locked down and all IDs checked and verified.
Not that way.
And they're gonna be behind you.
You there. Oh, come back here.
Oh, great. Yeah, how can you get out of this? Thorn is aware of what you're doing now. Locked down, you're done.
Okay, this might get messy.
You! No?
You two, come with me to secure the perimeter.
I'm concerned.
Stop them!
Don't move, rebels.
Why he disobeyed the stop them. Oh!
Listen to me. I am Fulcrum.
Yeah, right.
What?
By the light of Lothal's moons.
Okay, he's...
The code phrase. What, he's Fulcrum?
He's fully changed and helping them like that.
Me on the Ice Moon. I saved Sabine Wren at the Fighter Academy, and now I'm trying to save you.
Okay, very good. But oh no, he's risking so much.
Your droid trusts me.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
No.
Want to help us so badly? We need to get a signal to our friends.
Then we'll have to move quickly.
Can you get Callus out as well? There's no way he stays hidden with all of this.
They're rebels.
No way he stays hidden at all. There's no way they could have gotten out of that without help. Thorn will know that.
Your droid can open your comm links from this port. I'll provide the access codes.
Are your codes specific to you?
This C1 of yours is quite efficient.
Yeah! Oh, he loves praise.
About to hit the east gate. Give you a chance to escape.
Escape.
You'll need to move if you want to make it out.
We will.
Can Callus help with that? Is that good or bad?
Now, I just have to make this look convincing.
Okay.
That did the trick.
What? That is
It did the trick!
Yeah, but I was gonna do it.
You'll get your chance.
Okay, yeah, it worked, it worked. Oh, David knows about Chopper.
I can only assume that they've acquired my plans.
He has the helmet. Grand Inquisitor helmet? Or like Temple Guard helmet? That's Jedi stuff. He has Jedi stuff.
More likely they've found an unexpected ally. Or perhaps an expected one.
There we go. He knows.
The rebels will attempt a different means of escape, and we must adapt our strategy accordingly.
Yep, he's just incredible.
I've deployed 2 AT-ATs. Should I send backup?
Yes, Lieutenant. Let's play their game.
He's playing. Okay, no, he's just letting them do stuff. Is he actually after them now? What's he doing? Does he want them to be stopped, or does he want to let them go? Oh, wow, that's destructive. I trust nothing. I'm terrified. I don't see them escaping well.
Disregard the speeders. That ATDP is under rebel control. Destroy it.
Okay, no, he actually does want them dead. Is he actually going after them now? So he's actually acting.
Callus, set us up!
Maybe, maybe not. We'll figure it out later. Now get to cover!
Oh, no. Oh, okay, so either this is going to make them not trust Callus, or they're... Oh, no, this just sounds bad for Callus. You need to get out of this.
Now there's something you don't see every day.
Yeah, that's obviously them.
Kanan, Ezra, is that you?
Yes, and we could use a pickup.
I'm surprised how bad shot the walkers are. I mean, yes, they're hiding behind the thing, but...
Walker 414, blast them already.
You have a line of fire, 271. I can't get a shot.
Okay, good, good, good. Stay down, stay hidden behind the legs. Oh, no. Oh, no! How can they get out? Oh, of course, lightsabers, duh. Go for the back, not the ceiling. Where are you going? They're fine, they're Jedi, they're fine.
They didn't have a chance.
We had a chance.
Pretty good.
Oh, just Chopper's little laugh. Excellent. Okay, so now they have that, and they can say, okay, they can pretend to be dead. No, you're gonna fire on it! Don't hit theirs. You hit theirs. Contact Ryder now. Contact Ryder now. Okay, you have communications. Talk to him. Why aren't you speaking to him? See, I don't think Thorn has lost here. I feel like they're definitely going to get away, but he's learnt now. He knows about Callus. He's gotten that out of this. So now next time, they're not going to have that insider help. Oh yeah, you lost your friend. And were you married to him? Well, I think you were related to him. You were on the farm together. So he died in an awful way, thanks to Thorn.
Whoa.
I've never seen an Imperial fighter like that.
I don't trust it.
Looks like some new kind of TIE interceptor, but this one has shields.
Thorn definitely let you get away with this.
They're actually building these in numbers. Our pilots won't stand a chance.
No, they won't. Wow, they're actually going for a defensive.
How'd you get past Thrawn with these plans? Someone's losing more than their job for that.
I guess we can thank Agent Callus. He knew Fulcrum's secret code phrase.
Zeb, cut to Zeb.
How does that even make sense?
I must have recruited him.
Yeah!
You know, accidentally.
On that ice moon with him?
Yeah, well, we didn't kill each other, so...
That was good. That was good. But now what happens now with Thorn?
With our new friend until we're sure we know what game he's playing.
If he stays alive.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
He's there.
After analyzing the rebels' escape, it's clear to me they had help from one within our Imperial rank.
He's done. What now?
Rebels have a mole, and all personnel must be interrogated. This spy must be found.
You've already found him.
And when we find our spy, and we will find them.
You already have.
Turn them from an obstacle to an asset. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Callus?
He knows. He knows.
He is without flaw, Grand Admiral. As always.
The organs. Oh, he knows. He knows. He knows. There's no way he doesn't know. He knows. Okay, so this episode was just fantastic. They went head to head with Thrawn here. This was, I guess, their first sort of battle, and they only won because of a factor that Thrawn didn't realize. So he did try and beat them, but he didn't. He lost against them. That's good, knowing that he can lose when there's other things at play that he doesn't know about. I'm trying to think of how much he is in control of all of this stuff. The TIE fighter specifically. Did he want that secret to get out? How detrimental is it that it now has gotten out? Did he let them have it and is now going to be able to... I mean, he's going to be able to plan around it no matter what. Like, is that something he intended to happen? I'm trying to figure out if this villain is this kind of smart where every move the other person makes, he wants them to make, or whatever move that they do make, he's already anticipated it, so he can adapt to it. So if they did he want them to get the plans, or does he not really care, and he can realize that, okay, they got the plans, now I can do this, or I can do that if they didn't get it, or now that they have it, I can do this instead. Is that what he kind of does? Either way, it's terrifying to think about. But yeah, big thing, Callus, he's just fully turned good then, I guess. He's just fully with it then. He's done with the Empire, kind of. He's working there and he's actually spying. He's being a double agent. Terrified for his life now. So I love the 180 that they've done with his character. Going from the Zeb thing to now this. And it is just insane. But yeah, Thrawn obviously definitely knows about him. He's done. Thrawn clearly, he said it in that little monologue, he's going to use Callus. Callus is thinking that he's probably safe and good. Unless, I hope he tries to get out. I hope he's smart enough to realize that Thrawn either knows or is going to use him. He's got to know. Yeah, Thrawn is definitely going to now use Callus, because he knows it's Callus. He's going to feed Callus information to then pass to the rebels, to then set them up to do stuff. In this episode, they were already talking about uniting cells. Oh, wait, no, he wanted the secret to get out. They said that if they find the plans, that could be enough to get the cells to unite. They got the plans. Thrawn can now go against them when they're all together. That is exactly what he wanted. He just put up a good enough fight to make them think that they won. And then, of course, Callus is caught in the crosshairs, and he's going to be used now to harm the rebels. That's going to make me feel so bad for him. He's going to feed false information without realizing it, so the rebels are going to turn on him too. I want him to be good, and I want him to join the rebel crew. I don't want this to end badly for him after everything that he went through with the Zeb episode. This can't end badly. Yeah, the death in this episode was quite shocking. I was told that basically Thrawn is the mastermind that only uses death when absolutely necessary. I was told that Price is the one that sort of enjoys death and using it destructively, as was evident in this ending where she was going full out and was just trying to find the traitor, and she's insane. She's just a psychopath. Thrawn actually did kill someone here in a very dark way, forcing the mechanic to go on his own sabotage machine, and as a result, explode. He's dead anyway. It's just so sad to see how it happened. He could have jumped off, but then he would have been killed. Like, Thrawn used that to send a message to everyone else. And I guess, I feel like he could have done everything without the death, though. This was needlessly cruel. He's clearly sending a message to everyone else in that room, and the whole reason he's here is great as well. And now the rebels start to realize who he is, that he's sort of following them, or not really following them. He's there when they're there, so they can try and maybe learn from him and try and adapt or do something. Maybe they can just start to form a defense against him, but even then, he might be able to understand that defense and crush it. because both Ezra and Hera know about Thrawn. They've had this other encounter, so I just hope they learned from it now. But yeah, then looking at Thrawn's office, he had a bunch of stuff in there. So yeah, he's definitely a collector. I didn't see the Kalikori there. I'm assuming it would be. Maybe I just missed it. But I'm guessing that's where he keeps all of his stuff. He had a chunk of wall with Sabine's artwork on it, and he's studying it all. He has the Grand Inquisitor or Jedi Temple mask. Not sure what that could mean, because I know he has this whole thing with the Jedi or the Force, because that's something he can never understand. So it's always an outlier to him, and he can't work with it. So is that maybe him trying to study it and be able to learn about it so he can adapt to it? I don't know, it seems off that that thing was there. It doesn't really relate to the Rebels. It relates closest to the Grand Inquisitor and the Jedi stuff. I'm trying to think what else is in that room. You had Hera's family portrait, and the other things I didn't recognise at all. It's clear that he's a philosopher, if anything, and he's studying every aspect of his enemy to understand how they ticked so he can just fully destroy them. Not just beat them, destroy them, crush them so they can never fight again. First off then, these episodes were both so good. Thrawn's one, no, definitely takes the cake. That one was insane and it's made me so scared. But looking solely at Ezra, loved what the first episode did for him, and just because that's dealing with his whole dark light journey at the minute, because I'm loving that we're getting to see this for him. He is so similar to Anakin, and it feels like we're finally getting to see that type of character where their ending isn't determined yet. Anakin's always determined, you knew where he was going. Pretty sure the poster, I was told about the poster for The Phantom Menace when that first came out, was young Anakin with the shadow of Darth Vader. His fate was set. You had no hope for him. Ezra, on the other hand, is Anakin's character, but with the open-endedness of where he could go. He could become even better. He could become an amazing Jedi if he gets through this dark side stuff. Or he could fall to it and become like Vader. That is where he's at, and I just love that we're actually getting to see that sort of stuff for a character, where their fate is not determined. Yet they're also getting to go through all of this stuff that can make them so incredible in the end. And Hondo's side of this was perfect for what Ezra needed. He has trusted him so much, and you're always so happy to see him. It's great, I love the enthusiasm. I love Hondo, it's the same thing I feel when I see him. He's just a fun character. But of course, I'm not putting people's lives at risk when this happens. It's a bad thing for Ezra to view him in such a positive way. Hondo is a wild card that you cannot trust. He can be useful, amazingly useful. He can have intel and he can be an asset to whatever you're doing, but you must be aware that you cannot trust him and he is not reliable. Ezra does not understand that. And it's shocking that he's been on so many missions with him and it's all ended with a betrayal. The first time they meet was in season 2 when it was on the, I can't remember the name, it was the guy that they had info on, and he had the robots, and yeah, they was on the ship, the abandoned ship, and Ezra met Hondo, they teamed up, but then Hondo abandoned them in the end and stole the Phantom, but they still took him back to the Ghost. So then, Hondo abandoned him. Next time, I'm pretty sure it was with Callus, and that was the whole Zeb stuff. It was Zeb species, that episode where Hondo was doing okay, but then of course he still did rat them out to Callus. And then you had the premiere of this season where he abandoned him yet again with the pig crew. So it's just Ezra refusing to learn from what Hondo is like. He's refusing to accept who Hondo truly is because he's being clouded by the dark side. And plus just the nature of Hondo. He sees Hondo as like a cooler version of what he could have been. His path of where he was just a thief and doing stuff, he sees like the pirate life as something fun. That's how Ezra views basically everything. And then he gets the admiration from someone that he kind of looks up to. It's not a good recipe for anything. So finally, we're getting to see Ezra come around to what Hondo is truly like. And I'm just happy about it because it didn't just destroy their ties with him. It's not like Ezra hates Hondo. He just realized who Hondo truly is, which is something good. Now, if they do use him again, Ezra can always be prepared and just not let him get away with the things that he's definitely going to want to do. Like, I love that he didn't get away with it here, where the pig guy ended up in the treasure and Hondo got absolutely nothing, while the crew got away with so much. Yeah, looking at Hondo and himself, I love what he represented for this episode. It was a great just seeing him with Asmogorian, both of them hilarious. But the fact they were together, after the last time they were together, they tried to kill each other, it tells you a lot about what's going into this. Two people that their morality is so skewed by money, and that is just a recipe for disaster. And Ezra didn't even see it in that moment. It goes to how blinded he was by his, I guess, affection for Hondo. Like, everyone else could see what trouble that would cause. They weren't even there when Hondo and Asmogorian met. They had their own experience with Asmogorian. Yeah, they could easily see that working with them was going to be not great, and they knew not to trust them immediately, because if they did, they would probably be dead and in the storm and a giant fiery destruction. So from that little detail, you can see that Ezra was just trying to cover it up and just trying to say, oh, keep an open mind to things. Don't just go back to your experience with these guys. Forget all of that. Trust them anyway. But yeah, Hondo himself, I'm glad that he didn't get a victory here. He's gotten away with so much, And I'm just kind of glad, because it's humbling. I would love him to be a full good guy and work with the rebellion. I don't think that's ever going to happen unless the Empire really step on him. But even he's been imprisoned with the Empire and he still hasn't just formed a hatred for them yet. He is just fully oriented by profit and what things can do for him. I'm just so happy that in the end, the pig guy replaced the treasure with himself so that Hondo would end up saving him. It's such a perfect lesson for Hondo. He's not going to learn from it, but it's just good anyway. And then Zeb, I'm going to talk about Zeb because I want him to have something. Because it feels like we're getting very close to, I guess, the mid-season thing. I don't think this was it, but I feel like it can go from here. Maybe, I don't exactly know. But Zeb hasn't gotten anything this season yet. And I get it, because his character's been sorted since season 2. His planet is sort of fine now, his people are fine, and his relationship with Callus, if anything, is kind of not just fixed, but better, with Callus being a good guy now. So Zeb is done, but I love that he sort of got a more important role in Ezra's episode, where he was the leader of the team. It exposed another flaw for Ezra, where again, he still cannot be out of control of a mission. We saw it with Sabine, where he had to make sure that she was safe, and he didn't trust that she could handle herself. Now we're getting to see, so that was one thing, where he's just physically not there. He didn't have to be in charge and in control, he just wanted to be there. Now he's there, but he's not leader. And that is something else on top of everything, and it's another thing that he has to deal with. It's another thing about control for him, because he thinks if Zeb does something and makes mistakes, I guess he can't control what mistakes Zeb makes. So if they have a difference in decision or choice, and Ezra wants to do something else, and Zeb wants to do something else, Ezra feels like if something goes wrong, he cannot stop Zeb and save Zeb from himself, I guess. It's that lack of trust that Ezra has gone through in the 6 months to a year that he's been listening to the holocron, and now they're having to deal with it. So I think continue on with not letting Ezra be in control and in charge makes Sabine the leader of other missions. They did that with the whole Mandalorian thing, I think. She was leader and Ezra was kind of fine with it. But yeah, just keep this up until Ezra is fine with trusting others again and just pass this hurdle. So if Zeb cannot get more character-focused stuff in himself, at least use him to help other characters, because he's kind of done. Then we have Thrawn. His episode, unbelievably interesting. So it seems like here, he actually was trying to beat the rebels, but he didn't. I don't think it's actually a loss for him. He was just it's hard to picture it in my mind what I'm trying to understand about him. His grand plan is to destroy the rebellion in its entirety, and for that he needs the rebellion to unite. And he can't just allow them to do it, otherwise the Empire wouldn't like that. He has to put up a good enough fight to make the rebels think that they're winning, and also give them enough bait to try and bring the rebellion together. But if he lets them do it all, that's still not a good thing, because then they could win. So he has to be in control of the information they get. This was a perfect episode for that. He placed the bait, which was the secret TIE fighter, lured the rebels in, and put up a good fight to make sure they sort of felt like they earned the victory there, that the Empire was putting up a good fight so they wouldn't get this. Now I'm thinking that Thrawn did want them to get away, because what it means is that the rebellion will form. There is now a new ship out there that could be the destruction of the entire rebellion, or the cells, and what a perfect thing to unite over. Something that could destroy all of you. So come together and fight, and hopefully your numbers can help take it down. So it makes perfect sense if Thrawn did want them to get away with this, because then he can use it to eventually get his bigger goal. But my thing is, if Callus wasn't there, what would have happened? They wouldn't have gotten away, and they wouldn't have gotten away with the info as well. So the rebellion would be no closer to starting. I feel like he almost needed Callus to be part of that. So maybe he already had suspicions about a infiltrator and use this whole thing to expose them and actually be able to find out who they are and then use them. Because his plan sort of falls apart if Callus wasn't there. Like his grand plan. He would have been perfectly fine, he would have won, but his grand plan wouldn't have worked. So I felt like he must have been suspicious, must have known someone was a mole, and used this entire thing to find that mole. And now he can use it, and now this makes me so sad for whatever could happen to Callus. Because either Thrawn is going to use him. Thrawn's going to use him. The rebels aren't going to trust him after whatever false info Thrawn gives him, and then he's probably going to be at the mercy of the Empire. But yeah, I think this was a terrifying look at what a kind of threat Thrawn can be. They felt so helpless in this. They felt like rats running around in a maze while Thrawn was just watching and observing them and putting different walls in places so they couldn't escape. And of course, in the end, he got the desired outcome that he wants. So it wasn't even a victory, again, for the rebellion. He's just so terrifying to wrap my head around, because I know it just feels like there's no hope at all. It feels like there's little things, like if you have a wild card out there, he can do it, but he had a file on Chopper, so he knows that now. He knows who Chopper is, but maybe he doesn't know how destructive Chopper is. He just knows what kind of droid that Chopper is. So he's got just specs. He doesn't know what kind of chaos Chopper can cause. So maybe that can be useful. Like, what can you really decipher from a droid? You can decipher a lot from the species because of their culture, Jedi, Zeb, Hera, all of them. You can decipher a lot from just who they are. Mandalorian. Decipher a lot from them. Chopper, you can't. He's a droid. I mean, maybe you can look up the history, maybe you can get onto the Y-Wing stuff, because now we know that he has PTSD from the Y-Wing. So that's kind of his only thing that he can use against Chopper. But hopefully he doesn't know about it. And then I want to talk about Ryder. So he exposed like a good little thing that's going on here. There is an active rebellion on Lothal. So even with the crew being away from it because of what Vader did, he knew that they liked Lothal and they were going to do stuff here. They've increased the Imperial presence. They've got a giant dome thing now in the city, and they've got a giant factory going with secret stuff being built. So Lothal is being like a huge thing. But of course, I've still got that thing rattling around in my head that the other Imperial that died in the Season 2 premiere, she said that there's a true reason why the Empire wanted Lothal. Has not been answered yet. That's still in my head. I haven't forgotten it. And it can't just be to make the factory, because that was known. There's a secret that the Imperials have that we don't know about yet, about Lothal. But now we know the rebellion is still going. Ryder has not left Lothal. He is still with, I guess, the rebellion, but he hasn't joined the rebellion like the Phoenix Squad. He is still on Lothal, and he's building something, or building a rebellion on the planet to take it down or do something. Or just start a resistance. Which is so cool to see, because it's the governor. I want him to get his planet back. It'd be so cool if he's like able to earn it back through what he's doing on the planet. It's not just with the help of the Phoenix Squad. He's almost doing it himself, which is just so cool to think about. I almost want him to go head to head with Price, because they're like the governor. So they're like both governors. So they could I would love it if there's like a scene with both of them going at it at each other. Then Kallus. So I'm terrified for him. I feel like he's not in the best space. They now know that he's Fulcrum, so that is kind of good that they can kind of trust him. But when he does leave them false information, because that's what Thrawn's going to do. Thrawn knows about him. He's cooked there. He's done. Thrawn will give him false information to lure the rebels into a trap of his own making. Then when the rebels fall for it, they're not going to trust Kallus anymore. They're going to think that he's bad or whatever. And then Kallus is going to realize that the Empire also knows about him, so he's going to be stuck and he's going to be lost. He can't go to the rebellion because they don't trust him. And then he can't go to the Empire because they're going to kill him. So he's going to be without hope and completely alone. He has fallen into such an awful spot after this episode, and I am so scared because I'm so happy that he's fully turned now. This was so good to see. Like, just like all the shots that were set up, he was so distant from everyone else. It made me so happy, but now it feels like that happiness has been yanked from me. His life is in so much danger right now, and I guess just his future is in danger. I don't want him to die. He's a brilliant character, and I'm just so terrified because his fate feels so uncertain. I want him to be in the rebellion. I want him to be good and just join them. But I don't know. It feels like it'd be very tricky to get that to work now with how smart Thrawn is. Yeah, as for what's next, I do not know. I'm assuming going into the mid-season stuff soon. That seems like where he should be at the minute. Then again, Zeb hasn't gotten anything, so I don't know if there'll be another episode for Zeb to do his thing. Maybe, I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, it's clear that I think it's definitely building for the rebellion to unite, but I would say that's the final type thing. Build up the rebellion and this new TIE fighter for the entire season, and then have, I guess, Thrawn decimate them, because there's another season left. What can they do for the mid-season event then? I guess maybe just dark side stuff with Ezra, get that sorted maybe. Or do something with Zeb. I want something with Zeb. But yeah, this episode set up a lot, and I think there's nothing immediate will happen yet. A lot of this stuff needs to build and have time to it. I know whatever happens is going to be super cool, and I just cannot wait to see what comes next and what the mid-season event will be with how this has been going. It's almost like you can't predict what can happen next. Yeah, overall, love both of these episodes. The first one was amazing in just dealing with the morality of certain characters, and also Ezra's struggle with the light and the dark, and how that is affecting his relationship with other people. And then Thrawn's episode, amazing, dealing with him as the villain, finally getting to see him in action, dealing and planning around people and his enemies. But also getting a great look at, I guess, his collection or room and getting more insight onto his character. And then Kallus as well. It's just, there's a lot going on. It makes me so excited, but also so terrified for everything he's able to do and what he can do to these people. I want everyone to live and be able to get out, but they keep raising the stakes and the power of the villains. I'm surprised they all survived Vader. Actually, no, Ahsoka, but then that's iffy. It'll be interesting to see what Thrawn does here, because he's building up, and it's just, it was like first real action. Again, it's still, he's in control. He didn't really lose here. There still hasn't been a full-out confrontation between them where they actually know what he's doing and can combat it. They're still not able to do anything against him, and that's what scares me. Yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about these episodes in the comments, and with that, I will see you in the next one for Season 3, Episode 11 and 12. See ya!